How's the shoulder feel right now?
I'm feeling fine. I'm feeling
Better
fine.
than it did Sunday? Or?
It's a week where we're keeping everything business as usual. I know we're playing a really good team, a really good opponent, and doing everything we can on a short week to be at full health.
So from your perspective, do you think you have a chance to play on Saturday?
Definitely a chance. Taking it day by day, though. Everybody knows that I'm dealing with something. I think that's pretty public. It's out there. I'm not one to really talk about myself. Obviously being a quarterback of the Philadelphia Eagles, you can't run from that. But I'm taking everything one day at a time with it and preparing versus a really good defense. We're gonna talk about that defense today. Make sure we don't miss that. A really good team. We know what they're capable of on both sides of the ball. We know the challenges that they present, so we want to be ready for a good game of execution and being ready to tackle.
Did you know there was some issue after the game?
Yeah, I knew. I knew when it happened. I'm very aware of my body. I've always been that way, and I try and be mindful of those things, and I'm pretty good at kind of overcoming those different things. So, nonetheless, nothing changes with my approach this week, as it's always been that way.
How encouraging was it that you were able to continue playing? How encouraging is it that you were able to continue playing into the fourth quarter there and making the throws that you needed to make, even with the shoulder?
Yeah, I think again, I don't want to talk about myself. I'm not one to talk about myself. It took a lot of grit. It took some courage, and it took the people around me. I think when you're in a situation like that, we have a ton of guys that play through things. We have a ton of guys that have to overcome adversities and obstacles in front of them. And I think that was something that we did together. I think it was a unique game considering the conditions, kind of the pace of the game, and I think we had opportunities to do really big things, and we took advantage of them in the end.
Are you able to throw right now, Jalen? Have you
Yeah.
tested it out?
It didn't appear that you had a problem on those deep balls. Did you have to put a little extra into that?
I had to find a way. And I think in the end, that's what it's all about. I know as a team, as players, as individuals, we all have things that we want to accomplish together. And ultimately, we want to find a way to get them done. So it's a day-by-day thing. And I think for us, we want to trust in the process of us just getting better and getting ready for this game in front of us. Nothing changes. Nothing changes but the weather in terms of our approach, and we want to be ready come Saturday.
How do you balance your competitiveness versus the benefit of resting you and make sure you're 100% for the playoffs?
Yeah, it's a whole bunch of things that kind of go into different decisions that are made, but ultimately, I want to do what's best for the team, and it's a thing where you take it one day at a time. I think the best thing for me is being ready to play and being of best health. So it's a day-by-day thing.
Will you change in any way the way you play because of this? Or when you're a runner,
Yeah.
they have an opportunity to hit you and drive you into the ground?
I've it's not the first time that I've had things that I've had to overcome. Been in these type of situations, it just so happens to be public. So there have been a number of times where there have had to be things where we've all had to persevere through and have a lot of courage through. And nothing changes about this other than the publicity of it. So the mentality of this team and what we have moving forward is truly just about being ready to go on Saturday. And it's gonna take everybody like it does every week.
You and Gardner Minshew have been together for 2 years now. What can you tell us maybe about him